Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. So I'm going to show you guys how I did these. This is my other hand, my non-dominant hand that I did first, because I don't want to film my mistakes on camera. So now that I got some practice, so I'm going to be using this Kiss acrylic, and this is the clear. And then we're going to use the Enail Couture in Eternal Beige. And then we're going to be using the Like a Boss nail coat, and it's in Snow Dollar. This is my first time ever using acrylic. So, and sorry, there's the bottle still. And this color is so pretty. They're all really pretty. So, like I was saying, this is my first time ever doing acrylic. I'm always using polygel, or gel, so I'm kind of nervous. So here's the kit, the Kiss kit, and I'm going to be using that mostly, well, not mostly, but I used the brush and the primer, the nail tips, and those are the nail tips that came in it. I already filed them and cut them down. So one thing about those Kiss tips is, like, the bottom part, it goes down so long, like it covered literally half of my nail. And I'm also going to be using this Enail Couture Monomer. So I did glue on my tips, and now I'm going to apply that Kiss primer that came in that Kiss kit. And like I was saying, those Kiss tips go down like really far. So I don't know if you've seen when I was showing you the tips how far it was already going down. It actually went further down than that. I actually had filed some of that bottom part off, so it can go to at least like the middle of my nail and not almost all the way down to the cuticle. So I'm just applying the Kiss primer now, and I'm going to put that to all of the rest of my fingers. And this primer, it doesn't have like a really strong smell, and it's air dry primer, and it also didn't burn my skin, so I would say it's pretty good. So after I do that, I'm going to put on the base coat and then start doing my nails. So the Kiss brush that I'm using, it like wasn't super bad. I mean, it was kind of hard. I'm sure it probably would have been a little bit easier to do if I had a better brush. So I'm going to use the Modelones base coat. But back to the brush. I mean, I think I would have definitely been able to like do it better. Like I could have picked up like better beads. Like when I was picking up my beads, I had to make them pretty small. So I just realized I wasn't recording my first 3 fingers. So that's why I'm starting with the pinky, and I had already put the 3 middle fingers on. So sorry, I really didn't realize I wasn't recording. I've been doing that a lot with this new phone, like where I think I'm recording but I'm not, and then like when I go to press stop recording, that's when I actually start recording. I've really been doing that a lot. I did that on my other video. I haven't posted it up yet, but I did that there too, and I'm glad that I actually caught it right away. So there's what the pinky looks like. And again, this is the Eternal Beige that I'm using down at the bottom. And so this acrylic, I mean, I don't know if it's the acrylic or if it's like the monomer, but this acrylic was super gummy. Like I had to put it in small pieces, because if I didn't, and like I noticed that on my other my other hand that I was doing, like if I picked up a big bead, it was really hard to move it around. Like it didn't want to move around like easy. So that's why I had to pick up smaller beads. And I'm also not sure, I'm sure it has something to do with both the acrylic and the brush, but the rest of the acrylic, like the Kiss acrylic, clear acrylic, and also the acrylic from the Like a Boss nail coat, that one did not feel nothing as bad as this Enail Couture did. So I mean, I was still able to work with it, but like in really small beads, because like I said, if it was too big, it was gummy, and it's like there wasn't enough monomer or something on it. I don't know, but it was weird because I was able to pick up big beads with the clear and with the snow dollar, but this one I couldn't. So, and also too, it obviously has to be the monomer. It takes forever to dry. Like it's very, very slow drying. I mean, I guess that's both good and bad. Like good for me because I'm a beginner and I'm barely learning how to use it, so it gives me a little bit of time to shape it. But bad, like, because it you know, I don't know, it's just like it just takes forever. So, and I also did hear Nailed by Nikki. She also said that the other day on her video. So I can confirm too, it really does dry very slow. Like the rest of the acrylic, like after I do this, it was already dried, and this one was still not completely dried yet. So again, if you like the slow drying, then this is for you. But if you want something that's fast, then I would get a different monomer. So that's after I'm done putting on the bottom part on all of my fingers. So now we're gonna start with the snow dollar, and I'm going to like ombre that kind of, I guess that's what it would be, but yeah, I guess it's more of an ombre. I did kind of go far down because I wanted to add some glitter down to the bottom, because I had initially thought that this acrylic was white with the glitter in it, but it's not white, it's like a clear. And the only reason why it looks white is because my tip is, you know, white. So it's more of a white acrylic with the glitter, and it's not, it's clear acrylic with the glitter, it's not white. So I'm just gonna finish doing the rest of my fingers with this color, and I'll pop in as I need to. And I also do apologize about like how I keep on switching viewpoints, and that's because on my phone when I record, I have to record with the front camera because I don't really like to record with the back camera yet, because I like to be able to see like what's on the screen as I'm recording. And it doesn't have a zoom. So since it doesn't have zoom, I can't like zoom into it. So whenever I'm like overhead up high, that's like the regular, I guess the regular view. And then the reason why I'm able to get closer right here is because I flipped it. So rotated it. So so I really hope that you guys can still really see what I'm doing. And I wanted it closer just so you can see what I'm doing, because when it's overhead, like, you can't see what I'm doing. Once I figure out how to, I guess, find an app or something that I'm able to zoom in on videos, but I can't do that on my app, the iMovie, that's what I'm using. So once I figure that out, I'll be able to zoom closer or like have a better viewpoint of what I'm doing. So again, sorry guys. So some of my thoughts so far are the acrylic, this one that I'm using here, this snow dollar, it works so good. Like, I loved it. It was so easy to move around, and like, it wasn't hard to use at all. Like the Enail Couture one, like I was saying, that one was gummy, but this one isn't, like, at all. Like, it's perfect consistency. It worked with the Enail monomer as well. And this one did take a while to dry too, and that's why I was chalking it down to the monomer, because even the clear Kiss acrylic took a while to dry. So that's what it looks like there. And I have to keep on cleaning off this brush, because the thing with the kiss brush that I've learned from videos is if it gets, you have to constantly keep on cleaning it, because if it gets like full of acrylic, that it can really just like ruin the brush really quickly. So that's why I have to keep cleaning it off. And like I was saying, see how it's far up, because this is the actual original viewpoint of the video. But the acrylic worked really easy on, honestly. I think I like acrylic better than polygel. And when I hear some, like, that's all I've ever used is polygel. So when I hear people say that they have, you know, or they think that polygel is easier than acrylic, I guess it's all personal preference. But the reason why I even started off using polygel first instead of acrylic first was because acrylic kind of intimidated me. But I mean, my nails actually look pretty good. They don't look bad. So now we're going to start with the clear Kiss Acrylic from that Kiss Acrylic kit. So yeah, like if you guys have never tried acrylic, I definitely think that you should try it. Especially if you've already mastered polygel. Like, polygel to me is harder. I was honest, like, I'm filming this all in real time, and I mean, I did speed it up a little bit, but I was able to finish one hand in about 25 minutes, which compared to polygel, it honestly takes me like an hour, maybe an hour and a half to do one hand. And I don't know why it takes me so long, but the acrylic, like, I zoomed through it. I was so shocked. I could not believe how easy it really was. I mean, like, at first, I mean, like, obviously there's a learning curve to everything, but once you kind of get the hang of it, then it shouldn't be, you know, too hard. And I did, instead of just doing one full color, I started off with an ombre for my first try. So that should say something. But I really, really do think that if you've never tried acrylic and you're intimidated to start it, I really think you should give it a try, because it is amazing. I mean, what can also make it harder to use is the type of acrylic that you're using. If you're not using like a good brand of acrylic, then of course that's going to make, you know, the process a lot harder. But if you're using like a good brand of acrylic, or not even like something super expensive, just something like, you know, good and kind of known, then I don't think you would have a very, very hard time. And also the Kiss Acrylic kit, it works really good. Like, I was really surprised on how good this clear acrylic looked. And I mean, I guess I can't tell on how clear the acrylic is, because I have it over, you know, just capping this snow dollar color, and I guess I really wouldn't know like if it's super clear. I mean, you can see through it pretty good, so maybe it could be more like a natural clear, I don't know, but I'm definitely gonna be using it in the future. And once I start to use it more, then I can let you guys know how clear the Kiss Acrylic is. And I also didn't use the Kiss Acrylic with the Kiss Monomer, so I don't know if that makes a difference too. But I was going to do that, but then again, I kind of just wanted a monomer that I can use with all of them. And I've heard that the Enail Couture can be used with different brands, so that's why I had used the Enail Couture monomer. But I will try the monomer from the Kiss kit next time. But I believe that you could get some very, very nice nails with this Kiss Acrylic kit. And it's super cheap. Like, it comes with everything. The one that I showed you is the little bit more expensive one. And the biggest difference with that is it has like the primer, and it has, I think it has more nail tips, and it also has that apple fresh. I didn't use the apple fresh drops because I've heard that when you put that that drops inside the monomer, that it can start to yellow like the acrylic. So I didn't want to chance it. I don't know how true it is, but that's just what I've heard. And honestly, the brush isn't super bad either. You can definitely work with it. It's not like it's impossible. So, I mean, I would recommend that Kiss Acrylic kit. It's really nice. So I'm almost done putting on the clear on my nails. And I haven't filed my other side yet either. My other hand that I had already did off camera. And I also didn't put no top coat or anything on it yet as well. So that's why it looks pretty dull. But after I finish this hand, that's when I'm just going to go in and file everything and do everything all at once. I just really wanted to start the other hand first so I can get some practice before I came on camera and did it. But that's what they all look like when it's done. I think they look really good. I do have to file it, obviously, so it looks like there's a ghost right there. But no, that's from the wind. That's why that lint-free wipe went flying, because I have my window open. So I'm going to start filing my nails now. And that's what it looks like after I'm done filing. They don't look too bad. I really think I did a pretty good job. So now I'm going to put on some rhinestones. And I'm going to show you guys these rhinestones that I had got from Amazon. I only paid $6.99 and you get so many of them. So I'm just going to show you guys all the shapes that I get here. And these diamonds or rhinestones are so pretty. Like, I really couldn't believe how pretty they were. And they come with almost like every different type of shape you need. It even has hearts like there. Like, I couldn't believe there was hearts in there. I never seen them before. And then there's like teardrops, and then there's some stars. So I had initially thought I was going to put on those big ones that are inside that little rhinestone bowl. But after I put them on, it was freaking huge. So I was like, okay, I'm not that, I mean, I know some people who like to wear some big bling, but that's not me. I don't like to wear big bling. So I'm just going to use a bunch of these little smaller ones. And that gel that I'm using, I also got it from Amazon. I got 2 of them, and it came with 2 brushes, and it was only like $7 too. And it works pretty good. I had did the Prey dupe on my daughter's nail the other day, using that stuff as like the bottom part, and I didn't film it because I feel like I've already done so many Prey dupes, and I thought you guys would be kind of tired of them by now. But yeah, and that gel works really good. I think it was Baby Girl's Nails who uses that. Also, she used that before for her Prey dupe. And so I'm just going to keep on putting on these rhinestones, and I do want to put some on every nail just because these rhinestones are so pretty, and I couldn't just decide on putting them on one finger. So I do put rhinestones on every single one of my nails. The only 2, so I did like the cuticle stones on 3 of my fingers, and then the one in the middle that I'm doing now is kind of like the same thing that I put on the pinky, but the other 3, like my thumb and then the other 2 fingers, those are going to be just like the cuticle stones that I put down there. So I'm just going to finish applying all of these on my fingers. It takes like forever to put rhinestones on. I don't know if it's just me, but it takes like forever. I think it took me like 30 minutes just to finish rhinestones on one hand. And I know that's like a really long time, but I was just having some difficulties. So there's that one. And I'm just going to do the rest off camera. And that's what I did them to. See how pretty those rhinestones are? They're so, so pretty. Now I'm just gonna put some top coat on and let's see how they look. Again, and I'm using the Modelones top coat, by the way. So I really do love acrylic. Like, acrylic is probably what I'm going to start doing from now on. I mean, of course, I'm still going to use polygel. Like, I love polygel too. But the acrylic was just a lot easier. And I feel like you can do a lot more designs and stuff. Well, I don't know, you could probably do it with polygel too, but I think it's a little bit more harder. But you can do like more designs and stuff with acrylic from what I've seen from videos anyways. So that's what it looks like after I'm done. I think they look so good. I can't believe how good they came out. I honestly thought like they were gonna come out to be a hot mess because I've never used acrylic before, but it honestly wasn't that bad. So I'm just going to top coat this hand and show you guys what they look like. So this is what they look like after I'm done top coating. So again, I really love acrylic. Like, I mean, it's a lot easier to work with than polygel, just in my personal preference. And this is coming from a long time polygel user, and this is my first time trying acrylic. So if you've never tried it, I really think you guys should give it a try. It's really not that difficult. It really looks like a lot harder than what it really is. But thank you guys for watching my video. If you guys have any questions, just please leave them down in the comments. And I hope everybody has a good day.